What's up, fellas? Y'all know I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. If you guys are following people around on Instagram and YouTube, TikTok, and these guys are saying they don't ever get compliments, I wouldn't follow them anymore. That means they're not really wearing the fragrances. I mean, not wearing them and they're not outside. That's how the young folks say it, I think. I'm outside. But you can't be outside around folks wearing these fragrances unless you're a jerk and unapproachable. Or maybe not carrying yourself well. Never mind. Anyway. I got some fragrances I want to tell you guys about today when people have circled back around and actually followed me to ask me what I was wearing. I got 5 of them for you guys, not a whole lot. Doesn't happen every day, but it happens to me. Anyway, let's get into it. What's going on YouTube? It's your guy Darren, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy, the Fashion and Fragrance Guy. Don't forget that. Looking good and smelling great. I get into talking about both of these things because they are equally important in my humble opinion. So if you like looking good and smelling great, make sure you hit subscribe. Now don't forget to hit the bell icon as well. That way, when I upload a new video between now and next November, at some point YouTube will notify you that I have uploaded a video. Sometimes they're a little slow with the notifications, you know what I'm saying. But on today's video, guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about 5 fragrances I have in my collection where I remember distinct examples, and I'm going to give you the details of when I've worn these where I've walked past or been around somebody and they, when I say follow me around, did a double take or either came back to where I was just to ask what I was wearing at that time. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And again, I have 5 fragrances and 5 very specific examples that I'm going to give you guys so you know I'm not capping. I think that's how the young folks use that word, right? Capping means like not exaggerating, not embellishing a situation, or not telling the truth. Somewhere around there. Capping. I think that's what it means. So if you want to see what 5 fragrances I'm referring to, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it. Yeah, I had coffee today. We're back to the polo mug today, man. It's gonna be a good day.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into the list. The first fragrance up today that I want to talk about comes from the house of Parfums. And this fragrance is Burlington 1819. Burlington 1819. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's so amazing. Man, this is so good. Lime is in here. You also have mint up top, so that's the really intriguing thing about the opening of the fragrance is that lime mint opening. Also some other stuff in here of note: rum, tobacco, vanilla, oak moss, benzoin. Again, there's an encyclopedia worth of notes in this fragrance, but those are some of the ones that stand out. So I was wearing this fragrance one day, and I was on my lunch break at work, and I went to Zaxby's. All right, I got a salad. You know, I try to eat healthy, man. You know, may not be the healthiest thing in the world, but if I go to Zaxby's sometimes, places like that, I like to get a salad. So I ordered my food, went in, picked it up. On the way out, held this door for a gentleman as he was on the way in. And by the time I got to my car, he knocked on the door. I was like, hey, man, I don't mean to, you know, follow you around like this, but man, bro, I gotta ask, what is that you're wearing, man? It was this right here. And of course, he put it in his phone so that way he could remember what it was. Now, once he saw the price, I don't know if he still bought it. Although this one isn't crazy to me. I think it's like 3 something, you know, so it's not that crazy for a Roja. But he asked about this one, and this is what I was wearing. Now, I was distinctly remember that situation, but there's been other scenarios as well where I've gotten compliments on this fragrance. To me, regardless of whether I never gotten a compliment or gotten a compliment on this, doesn't determine how much I like it personally. But this is a fragrance that has frequently gotten me compliments, and I just happen to be a fragrance that I actually love as well. But definitely remember that scenario. My man followed me back to the car and wanted to know what this was and put it in his phone. It smells phenomenal. From the brand of Parfums. This is Burlington 1819. All right, guys, the next fragrance that I want to mention comes from the brand of the Harmonist. And this is, of course, Hypnotizing Fire. Man, you guys already know what time it is with this fragrance, man. This thing it's so good, man. It's kind of fragrance kind of reminds me, honestly, the more I think about it, of like potpourri almost. That's all those spices that's in it, because it has that pomelo, which is cinnamon. It gives also cinnamon vibe, nutmeg, as well as cloves. I get mostly cinnamon and nutmeg in this fragrance, but you have that smokiness of a Papanax, you have the rose. But anyway, I love this fragrance. Now, I was wearing this fragrance one day and I stopped to get some gas, and I'm at the paying for my gas, paying for my water. I think I got some water and some gum or something like that. And the young lady was ringing me up, right? And I remember I was on the phone with the missus, so she's ringing me up, and I'm kind of noticing her face. She's kind of smiling. So I go to walk out, pay for myself, go to walk out, and she followed me out the store and said, "Sir, I don't mean to intrude, but what is you wearing? It smells phenomenal." It was this. And I just kind of laughed with the missus. I said, "You hear what she asked me?" I was wearing this right here, Hypnotizing Fire from the Harmonist. This is just, to me, like I said, even without the compliment stuff, I just love this stuff. It is a very intriguing fragrance. It really draws people in, at least in my experience, and I absolutely love it. One of my favorites now in my collection. So check this one out, guys, from the brand of the Harmonist. This is Hypnotizing Fire. And gentlemen, speaking of folks following you around and getting attention, you guys know I've always talked a lot about not just smelling good, but looking the part as well. And of course, I always talk about the importance of a good grooming regimen. And on a monthly basis, of course, you guys know I talk about my friends over at Teej Hanley. Now, Teej Hanley is a company that really expanded the portfolio now. It really started with skincare treatment, but now they've kind of expanded into other grooming products as well. Like they have body wash, they have deodorant, as well as a few other things as well that they really added to the lineup. And in my humble opinion, guys, really good. Let me say this real quick. I love their body wash. You talk about a good lather. They have some amazing products. But I want to talk to you guys today about the importance of a skincare regimen, and that's what they were founded upon. Listen, I've been using Teej Hanley for quite some time now, and guys, not only is this a thing that should be really important to ladies in their lives, but it should be important to guys as well, man. Just taking care of your skin. And Teej Hanley has a really easy to understand skincare regimen that guys can really get into, and it's not really hard to understand. They made it really simple. A few products. You want to start, of course, with the level 1 skincare system at least, which you're going to get your facial wash. Every day you wake up, guys, make sure you're washing your face. All right? I have a whole different regimen for my face, and it starts with the facial wash in the morning time. So you want to wash your face, then you want to follow that with the AM moisturizer. When you go outside into the elements, the sun, the wind, the cold, the heat, those things have an effect on your skin. So you want to make sure your skin is protected when you go out in the elements, and that's what you want to use the AM moisturizer for. And when you arrive home in the evening time, you want to make sure you wash your face again, guys, as a part of your nightly routine. And of course, you want to follow that with the PM moisturizer. While you are sleeping, you want to make sure you are protecting your skin as well. Sometimes you're laying on your hands, laying on the pillow. God forbid, a lot of you nasty jokers are slobbing out of your mouth and stuff like that. So anyway, man, you want to make sure that you are protecting your skin as well while you are sleeping. Now, there's other products as well that some of you guys may need, eye serum, but it's also a part of the level 1 skincare system. You want to get the facial scrub, which you use twice a week to exfoliate your skin. Really simple, really easy to understand, and it really works. And because you guys are my subscriber, if you decide that you need a skincare regimen, Teej Hanley's here to hook you up. You're going to get 30% off of your first order. And of course, they're going to throw in a free gift for you guys just for being one of my subscribers. So if you need a skincare regimen, make sure you click on the link down below and get started with a skincare regimen that really works. All right, guys, now the next fragrance that I want to talk about that caused someone to follow me around and inquire about was this fragrance from the brand of Chanel. I've talked about it before, 1957. 1957. I absolutely love this fragrance. So clean, so elegant, and versatile. All right, this has vanilla in there. I think there's honey in this. It's kind of like this aldehydic vibe in the opening with musk. Just again, perfect, clean smelling fragrance. And this fragrance really draws people in. I remember wearing this fragrance. I was at work, and a lady that works in another department, never that I can recall, had never complimented me on a fragrance before. And I'm in my office, so I saw her walk by, and then I saw her come right back. She stuck her head in my office, and she was like, "Listen, what are you wearing today? It smells so good. I can smell you out here in the hallway." I was wearing this. And like I said, this is a person that I can recall, never complimented me really on a fragrance. And this is one that caught her attention. Made a double take and swing back. Again, I told you guys before, I've worn this and I've gotten so many compliments wearing this fragrance. This is one to me that's hard really for someone not to like. You know, whether they say it or not, I think it's just a fragrance profile, scent profile that really, most people that come into contact with you, I think it's really hard for someone to smell this on you and not think that you smell good. Seriously, it's that kind of scent profile. But anyway, that happened. I was wearing this from the brand Chanel, 1957. All right, guys, the next fragrance up I want to talk to you guys about is this one from the brand of Bond Number 9, Scent of Peace for him. God, I got a big dent in this. Check that out. I love this fragrance, man. I haven't worn it in a little minute because I have so many fragrances, but every time I put my nose on it, like right now I'm going to wear it this upcoming week because I'm reminded of how good it is. This has pineapple in it. It has bergamot. It has black currant in here as well. You guys have heard about this one. A lot of people said it smelled like a Aventus, and the more my nose matures, the more I realize it doesn't smell like a Aventus at all, really. But anyway, I was wearing this fragrance. I was at Walmart, right? And I'm probably not quite midway down an aisle, and I saw a little bit older lady. She wasn't old, but she was a little older than me. Go past the aisle with a buggy, right? 2 seconds later, I saw her come right back and down the aisle. She was like, "Sir, what is that you're wearing? It smells great." She said, "I can smell you all the way down the aisle." And I had to come back and ask what you were wearing. I was wearing this right here. And I will say that about this fragrance. One of the things I like about it, for me, on my skin, this thing really performs and projects. Honestly, Bond Number 9, that's one of the reasons that I have so many of their fragrances. Now, of course, your mileage may vary, and some of them don't quite perform as well as the others, but on average, a lot of their fragrances really perform well on my skin. And that's the same thing I can say for Tom Ford's private collection. Those fragrances tend to do well on my skin as well. There's a few other brands that, for me personally, they perform well on my skin, Killian. And that's why, you know, I have really taken a liking to those brands. But anyway, great performer, projecting. She was at least 10 feet away from me and could smell this. From the brand of Bond Number 9, Scent of Peace for him. And last but not least, guys, come on, you know this had to be on here at some point. From the brand of Dior, this is Sauvage. Now this is the EDP. Another fragrance that I have a big dent in. Yep. Anyway, I haven't worn this in quite some time, but man, this is one of those fragrances that everybody probably has smelled at this point that is going to watch this video. This is the EDP concentration, which I've said at times I go back and forth between this and the Parfums as my favorite, but I distinctly remember a time wearing this at work, and I was passed by a group of young ladies, and I heard the rumblings. My God, it smells good, my God. And I was headed back to my office, and by the time I could get back to my office, one of the young ladies had turned around and come back and said, "Mr. Hill, I just want to ask you what you're wearing. It smells great. I want to get it for my boyfriend because his birthday is coming up." I was wearing this. I heard the rumblings when I passed by. I heard them gasp as I walked by. I was wearing this. You guys know what this fragrance is, man. That's why a lot of guys gravitate towards it. Most people you come into contact with likes the way that this smells. It's really fresh, ambroxan. They got the Sichuan pepper in here, the lavender. It smells great. And I got a whole nother video I did. I want to talk about the effect this fragrance as well as Bleu Chanel has had on the designer fragrance space. But anyway, that happened. I was wearing this from the brand Dior. This is Sauvage Eau de Parfum. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Did this ever happen to you guys? Has someone ever came back and actually just to ask you what you were wearing because what you were wearing really caught their attention? If so, I would love to hear some of your stories down in the comment section. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. Now don't forget, take a few moments out, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information and find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.